TODE here. Today's episode we're going to speak about landscape maintenance, proper practices, the things that should be done after a large project or small project is completed. This talks about plant material, lawns, fertilization, proper pruning techniques, and just taking care of the whole overall grounds so that way when it's completed, it stays that way and looks really well for a long time to come. Maintenance is crucial upon the completion of the landscape installation. This includes the plants, hardscape, irrigation system, anything around the property that was part of the project. In the initial meeting and then to the concept design, we want to make sure what comes on the plan or the paper and then what goes into the ground is maintained and grows in properly so that the landscape flourishes and the clients are pleased for years to come. In this bed, there are groupings of perennials and annual flowers. We space them to have a little bit of room, but to grow in together so they can grow healthy and fill in, look full, and give a nice appearance, but not overwhelming and take over each other. One of the most important things with planting is right plant, right place, meaning the adequate amount of sun, shade, and watering. In this situation, we have a very sunny area of the garden, and we have a perennial called catmint, and then we have a rose. They're in a full sun situation. We use supplemental irrigation to water when it's really hot. So it's important that the plants aren't overwatered or underwatered. So monitoring your sprinkler system is very important. Don't just turn it on and set it and forget it. You gotta watch the weather and work with it. Another aspect of the maintenance is taking care of your lawn. This includes cutting, which means proper techniques, not cutting too low or too high. Also trimming, making sure the edges are all taken care of. Blowing off when we're completed. Fertilization, so the lawn stays green and healthy. And adequate water, so that way it doesn't look stressed or unsightly. Another important aspect of cutting the grass is changing the direction of the mower every week. 1 week can be diagonal, the next week is perpendicular, and the last week can be parallel. By doing this, the grass won't be pushed a certain way and grow that way. It makes the grass work each direction, and it's better for the lawn and the health overall. Water is important to all aspects of life. A typical lawn will need 1 inch of water per week to sustain a healthy, green, growing grass. During times of extreme drought, that 1 inch will have to come up. We'll need supplemental irrigation. A lot of this stuff is common sense. If you pay attention to the weather and watch, your lawn will do amazing all the time. A lawn care program is important from the beginning of the growing season to the end. This means applying fertilizer approximately every 6 weeks, using some pesticides and some herbicides, but using them smart. That way, you're cognizant of the environment, but also you have a healthy, vigorous, strong lawn that pleases the client. One of the final aspects of maintenance is pruning. This includes shrubs, trees, and anything in the garden that needs to be touched up and kept under control. One of the techniques we use is hand pruning. If you get yourself a good pair of hand pruners, take a plant such as this boxwood, and you want to keep a nice shape. You always can take more off, but you can't put it back on. So you kind of look and prune a little bit, take a little bit at a time, and try to get a shape in your eye. As you look at it, back up, make sure it looks good and you don't have any holes or dips and what we call whoop-de-doos. As you take a little bit more off, you look back and make sure your shape is pleasing and looks good, and then the plant's all done. Another aspect of pruning is deadwood, removing deadwood on plant material. These right here are called Annabelle Hydrangea. They've fully leafed out and come in. There's still some deadwood left. We go all the way down to the base, clip it on a nice angle, take the piece off, and discard it. Another one of my favorite tools for pruning is a folding small saw. Use this to take off larger limbs on ornamental trees. We have some dead wood here in this dogwood. You want to cut at an angle, that way it can heal off properly and no water can sit in there and there won't be any disease in the future. Today we spoke about many different aspects of maintaining the landscape. And this should start as soon as the landscape has been installed and completed. From there, maintenance should begin. It could be a little bit in the beginning and then be a little bit more intensive as the landscape starts growing out. This includes taking care of the lawn, fertilizing, irrigation, pruning, and taking care of all the plants around the property. This should be done by trained professionals, crews that have specialized techniques and do it every day to know what to do in different situations. This will make sure that your investment doesn't go to waste and that in the years to come, you can enjoy the landscape, enjoy your property, and show it off to your friends and family. I enjoyed walking you through some maintenance tips, showing you a few techniques, and showing you how the garden really should grow. We'll see you next time on the TODE Show.